Genesis 11 through 15 covers humanity's attempt to rise without God, the call of Abram, and one of the most important promises in the entire Bible. This section marks a shift from global stories to God's personal relationship with one man and his plan for a great nation. And they said, "Go to, let us build us a city and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven." Genesis 11. Four people, united by one language, decide to build a tower to make a name for themselves. They aim to reach heaven not with worship, but with pride. God sees this and confuses their language, scattering them across the earth. So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth. Genesis 11:8. The Tower of Babel reminds us that human unity without God leads to confusion, not glory. Now the Lord had said unto Abram, "Get thee out of thy country, unto a land that I will show thee." Genesis 12. One God chooses a man named Abram, later called Abraham. He tells him to leave everything behind and go to a new land. "And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee." Genesis 12:2. This promise is the beginning of Israel, and eventually the coming of Christ. Abram obeys and travels to Canaan, trusting God even without knowing the destination. But soon after, a famine forces him to Egypt, where he makes a mistake, lying about his wife. Even so, God protects them. Abram and his nephew Lot both prosper. But their flocks and herds are so large that their herdsmen begin to quarrel. "Let there be no strife, for we be brethren." Genesis 13:8. Abram offers Lot the first choice of land. Lot chooses the fertile plain near Sodom, while Abram stays in the hill country. After Lot leaves, God reaffirms his promise. "All the land which thou seest, to thee will I give it." Genesis 13:15. War breaks out between kings in the region. Lot is captured by enemies. Abram gathers his trained men and rescues Lot in a courageous night attack. After the victory, Abram meets Melchizedek, king of Salem and priest of God. "And he blessed him and said, Blessed be Abram of the Most High God." Genesis 14:19. Abram refuses riches from the king of Sodom, showing that he trusts God alone, as his provider. "Fear not, Abram, I am thy shield and thy exceeding great reward." Genesis 15:1. Abram wonders how God will fulfill his promise, since he has no children. God reassures him, "Look now toward heaven, so shall thy seed be." Genesis 15:5. Abram believes God. "And he believed in the Lord, and he counted it to him for righteousness." Genesis 15:6. God makes a covenant with Abram, a sacred promise sealed in an ancient ceremony. God promises land, descendants, and a future full of blessing. In Genesis 11-15, we see a major shift from human pride to God's promises. While the people at Babel tried to build up to heaven, God came down and called one man, Abram. Through him, God began a plan that would one day bless the whole world. This story reminds us, it's not about how high we climb, but how deeply we trust.